morning. We're here at the Edgewood short game area. Greg and Tom, today's focus is going to be on short game, kind of chip and run, pitching, and more lofted wedge shots around the greens, which is very important. Okay, so now we're up really close to the green, and we're going to give you some examples of different lies that you have. So the lie always dictates what your options are. And so up here we've got a really good lie, ball sitting up on top of the grass in the rough. You could use the 58 like Greg has used his lob wedge, or you could go to one of your 54, your 50. As we go to this second one, boy, that ball's really sitting down. So anytime the ball's below the surface of the grass like that, we want as much loft as we can get. So that's clearly a 58.
So how about not only the length of the grass, Tom, but how about the way it's laying? Sometimes it lays with, it will kind of lay with you like where we're going to hit it, and sometimes it will lay backwards. Is there a difference that you see with maybe how you should hit it or the strength of the swing that it takes between those two?
Yeah, when you have the grain with you, like a little bit like almost this lie, that ball is going to come out almost like in a full swing shot. It jumps off the face a little bit. So you have to allow and maybe move your distance back a little bit because it will run out. But you also have to be careful to not get completely under it and just pop it up. So it's a tough one to read. It's actually easier because when that ball's sitting below the grass like that, we know we have to have the face open, the ball forward or neutral, and we have to engage that bounce and keep that bounce engaged all the way through the swing motion, which you're going to demonstrate here. The importance of that is as soon as that club hits the grass, it grabs the hosel of the club and closes the face. That takes the bounce away, and that's when people really struggle. They maybe move it a couple of feet.
One of the aspects around chipping that people don't really understand or don't take into account is actually where is the lie running to? Which way is it going? If it's obviously with us, it's a little bit easier, I think, because the grain is going with us.
Right.
If it's either straight up or into you, I think a lot of times the tendency will be to be short with that because we have to swing a little harder than we normally would.
Yeah, good point. We have to have a little more energy to the swing, and the acceleration, as we'll show you, comes a little bit from this heavy object, that club head, and a little bit more arm speed as well. Okay. Greg's got his 58. He's hitting it out of the good lie. We're going to see the face slightly open, the weight slightly forward, the hands in a neutral position, and he's just going to read this shot and hit it. Yeah, notice the spin and control on that. As soon as it left the face, he really got the bounce, and you could see that he was aimed at the flag. The ball went a little left because the club face closed as soon as it hit the grass. Importance of having that club face square to open. Now let's go to the really tough one. Obviously, the golfing gods didn't like us here, and the ball's sitting way down.
I've never hit one here before, so you'll have to help me with this.
Okay, so we're gonna have our club face. We're gonna open it a little bit more than normal, and then because the ball's well below the grass, we're going to have to create a little bit more energy with the swing. So as the club face is going back, we're going to hinge, making sure that the club face remains open, and then we're going to move our arms a little faster, and we can actually give ourselves a little bit of a pivot too to our chest and our torso. Really well done. Yeah, go ahead and hold that position. Now notice he even has a little bit of hip rotation, but his weight never went back. It stayed forward, and that's how you can control getting the bounce onto the back of the ball, cleanly getting the ball out of a really deep lie and getting a really good outcome.
If you have any questions that you'd like answered, or if you'd like to take some lessons here at beautiful Edgewood Golf Course, you can please contact us in the golf shop at 701-232-2884. You can follow us on Facebook, FargoGolf.net, all those great social media accessibilities that we have in a great Fargo Park District Golf.